The following may contain language and subject matter which is not appropriate for all audiences. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining us once again on the Low Fat Podcast. Matt, Dave, and Andy.
Hello.
And that's not really in the order of age.
Actually, it is in the order of age.
Kind of. Okay, so we were kind of talking about yesterday, and it's to digest the question. It was really like, if enough people do something, is it right? It was really kind of what we're going to, right?
I guess so.
And it just because that's an argumentative device that really bugs me. Like if someone says, "Oh, this is bad," invariably there's someone in the room that's going to say, "Yeah, but a lot of people do it." So I was like, "Well, that doesn't answer the question." But it seems like that's the way of answering the question.
Well, it kind of is a way to answer the question in the sense of,
Like if someone says premarital sex is bad, and someone says, "Oh yeah, but everybody does it," like, okay, so does that now make it good?
well, is premarital sex bad? Isn't that the first question to be answered?
If you want to be logical about it, but if someone puts out a statement, no matter what the statement is, like I don't like people that drive crazy in traffic, or I don't like people who speed, or premarital sex is bad, or whatever, right? No one ever says, "Do you not like it because it's wrong?" or why don't you dislike it? There's always somebody that says, "Yeah, well, all these people do it." And granted, I have done that myself. I've been like, "Oh yeah, but everybody does it." And then right after I say that, I want to slap myself because I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?"
So you don't like the idea of essentially morality being like a democracy? Oh, we all voted it was okay, so that means it's okay. You don't like that idea at all?
I don't like the idea. Yeah, it's kind of not necessarily to do with morality, but just kind of in anything. I do think that there are certain things that are wrong, right? and to just sit there and say, well, yeah.
Funny we had video.
Yeah, I do. I do think there are certain things that are as the legal phrase goes, malum in se, wrong, just in itself wrong.
Is that like wrong per se?
Well, per se is the thing that's like,
I should know this.
I didn't take Latin.
I'm so glad I don't know this.
But to sit there and say, but everybody does it. So if enough people do something, does it then become right? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that line of thinking.
Well, how do you think we should handle those kind of situations? Should we like, all right, it's right regardless of what everyone thinks?
Well, it's like, I think of shopping carts, right? Like,
right.
Because everyone always says that, oh, well, no one really puts away the shopping carts. Does that mean you shouldn't put away your shopping cart? I mean, it's
Please put
fucking
away your shopping
annoying.
cart
It's
first.
annoying, right?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it's like not respecting other people. So,
I definitely think it's wrong. Well, I'm like hardcore about those shopping carts thing. Just like a real bias. I don't know why. It really does bug me.
because you're not an asshole.
Well, that and I think you're the first person that grew up in California that has said that to me. Because everybody,
It drives me crazy.
it drives people that are not from the state or this general area.
Dude, I saw a guy do it today, and he went to put the cart back, but he just did it from across the thing, and then he walked.
Did it go in the cart corral?
It bounced into the cart corral and then bounced back out again, and he was like, whatever. Like, I pushed this in the direction of the corral.
I made an effort.
I was like, oh my god, I just want to like slap this guy.
These guys are monsters. They're fucking monsters.
But it's,
Well, I don't know. That says a lot about the person, Jen. It's like, if you can't even put away the fucking cart in the grocery store, like, what else do you lack of in the rest of your life? It's 10 feet away.
do you think it's different in their house?
No.
I think they're more protective in their house. Because, like, oh, it's my stuff. So, like, it's got to be organized.
Maybe, but I think that the person that's willing to just kind of leave their shopping cart somewhere, their house is probably not that clean. That's just my own personal, right?
There's definitely that argument. If they can't even put away cart away, well, they won't even put their socks away properly.
Right. I mean, if you don't have respect for other people's property rights or other people, then why would you really have respect for yourself? But then I have anecdotally seen people that treat other people's stuff like crap, but expect you to treat their stuff and treat their stuff really well.
Yeah, that's the fun hypocrite.
You know,
That's a really fun hypocrite. As guilty as I am myself sometimes.
and we all are.
Yeah,
we all are. And that's
I get mad at people on the road for driving the way I drove. I get pissed off when people are tailgating me. I'm like, why is this person tailgating me? And I tailgate people all the time.
well, it might be for the same reason that you do it.
What?
Well, you're angry at them.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not always that. Sometimes I'm just like oblivious.
Well, it's kind of unsafe to tailgate anyway. But
I kind of like when they tailgate me because then I go really slow, and then they start getting mad at me. I'm like on the freeway going 30, and they're fucking honking. It's like, just go around and we can totally solve this together. But I know it's petty.
I do that
know
too.
It's wrong.
But that's the thing. I mean, I think
People are pitting them.
I think we don't realize that we are more similar to each other than we are different. And it's just, but we always kind of take this whole idea that we're superior. Because I personally think everybody thinks that they're superior to everybody else.
Definitely. It's an ego
You
thing.
mean to varying degrees, or just?
One, it just is. It's just natural.
To be fair, we are superior to the people who don't put their cards away. Like, that's
definitely.
That's a legitimate fact.
Exactly. Yeah, that in and of itself.
But I see what you mean. We all like to think that we're
Right.
the best of.
Right, exactly. Everybody else has not had a concrete example, but we have because we put our shopping carts away. So,
We're not animals.
right. so we're superior.
We're not fucking monsters.
Well, you like Yogi was a thief. I like that one.
Was he a thief?
Well, I like to think bears are scumbags because they just steal food and maul people. They had to kill like all the black bears in California, and that's the fucking state bear because they kept killing people.
But that's people going into their habitat.
But that's the thing. We did encroach.
It's our God-given right.
Hey, I'm of the opinion that, look, you know, if you won, then you won. So, you know.
So you're
Okay, I see. We're on the same page actually.
you're a beer hater? Do you hate bears?
But they freak me out a little bit. Like, I think a cub is cute, but like it freaks me out if I see a cub in the forest, if I'm ever in the forest, because the mama's around is gonna fucking maul me down just because I looked at a baby bear.
Now, which are the ones is it the grizzlies you don't try and run from, and
You
the
don't-
black bears you do run from?
I don't necessarily think you try to run from any
No,
bear.
there's a distinction between you do something different for a black bear from what you do from a grizzly. You don't run
Why?
from a
'Cause it's a
grizzly.
black bear? Jesus.
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah, I gave all my money to the black bear.
No, it's the I think it's the grizzlies you don't run from because then they run after you.
Isn't that the whole you're supposed to play dead?
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
You're supposed
It
to
is.
lay on the ground and let them. Because I saw a guy that got mauled by a bear on Tosh.0. That's where I get my information. And
Sam.
so he got caught by a grizzly and he lay on the ground. And admittedly, it did chew his ear off.
And the bear
half his
still
head
fucked him
off.
up.
But he lived to tell the tale.
But he's only got one ear.
But he's only got one ear and he's got like some scarring in his head.
Is the
and
story
stuff.
hard to listen to?
Well, the reason that it was covered was because he did a video afterwards. And then he put it on Facebook.
Well,
And
why
got
did he put
millions of
himself in a
hits.
situation where he could encounter a bear?
He was just hiking.
Again, why did he put himself in a situation where he could be?
People go hiking, dude.
Hey, look, man, I was the Grand Tetons many years ago, just hiking my happy, stupid little ass off, and it was snowing, and everything was cool, and then I heard this, and I saw some bear scat nearby, and I told my buddy, we need to turn around. And my buddy was all like, "Oh no, let's try to find the bear." Like, no,
Let's try
not.
to find the bear. What a moron! Did you dissuade him?
I just
Or
turned
did you
around.
say you can go find the bear if you want?
I did. I was just like, give me your car keys. If you're not at the car in an hour, I'm going to just report you lost in the woods. And
To play idiot's advocate. Like, he just wants to have fun, go out and hike and enjoy the dare, and then some douchebag bear decides, let me ruin these two guys' hiking trail because they're fucking laughing and smiling and having a great time.
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So the bear's a bit of an ass.
Mother Nature.
So I suppose you think Smokey's an ass as well, do you?
Smokey's a fucking douchebag, liar. So
What?
only you can start forest fires? Bullshit. Mother Nature has started plenty of fires in California just because there's a bush that's a little too dry. Sure, there's a couple cigarettes in those bushes, but that's not the point.
We've talked about Smokey on the podcast before.
I like old school Smokey
Jason
better.
says Smokey's become all metrosexual.
He has.
Metrosexual Smokey. It's just such an attractive.
He's all like
bear.
politically correct. And
He's lost weight. He's a lot better looking now.
You like the rugged kind of Smokey, like the bear, like he's out in the forest actually doing stuff. The one now looks like he shops at Forever 21.
Exactly. I want
Skinny
bears to look
jeans.
like bears.
Bears
You
look
like bears to look like bears, really?
You gotta be careful with those bear words these days.
Have we gone on to something sexual?
Dave likes bears.
We have gone on to
I should
something
make that
sexual.
clear. I'm not talking about gay bears.
He likes the manlier bear. The manlier the bear, the better.
I got nothing against homosexual bears. It's literal wildlife bears.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So we're not talking about gay men. All right.
No.
sorry.
Oh my god.
My bad. My
This
bad.
No.
thing is taken out of context.
If I swung that way, I would want a more effeminate looking person.
A twink, as they call it?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah. The bears, the twinks. There's one in the middle. I think it's the beavers, where like you're a smaller bear.
beaver?
There's a whole class of these things, and as someone with
That's
way
like
too much free
codes.
time, I'd like to read into these things.
I really need to get out. more.
Beaver.
There's another.
Beaver's something different.
It's a smaller animal, obviously a hairy animal, but it represents a smaller kind of a gay hairy man. The bears are the larger hairy man. Like you might be a little bit of a bear.
But I'm not hairy.
No, not there. You'd be there's a
I'm like
term
a
for
hairless
large-
bear.
hairless bear, and I forgot what those are called.
Oh, shoot.
This is why I need to hang out with younger people, because I did not know that.
Twink, beaver, bear. There you go, people. Are we getting back to the topic or not really?
Oh, I think that's enough.
All right. Well, maybe we'll try and stay on topic tomorrow.
That's no fun.
And for those who are listening, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram at lowfatpodcast. You can email us. Please email us, lowfatpodcast@gmail.com, or you can just search Low Fat Podcast and find us on Stitcher, iTunes, and YouTube, or wherever else you pick up your feed. Thank you.